Good afternoon, folks. We are back up and running once again. Let me get everything switched over and set up, and we will jump into hopefully the last session for Cave Story. There it goes. Okay, so we are hideout. Think a little bit because it's been a hot minute since we did the last session. But we did some sort of wrap up, went out and got the Nemesis, which is going to be handy later on. I think we have all of the core items we need. I'm going to be really annoyed if I missed a life container or something somewhere, but I think we've got everything. There's a couple of miscellaneous secret items that aren't super necessary to beat the game. So what we'll do is we'll proceed forward. And head towards the end of the game. Now the main cave story theme is playing in the plantation. Interesting that it wasn't playing when we were running around here. But if we take a look at the map, I think we've got everything of interest in here. Okay, so we have Ito and Sakamoto up here. Directly above us is a way that leads to the throne. Should be able to make it there using this rocket. The Mimiga and the plantation are all gone now. That means the red flower might have already been put to use. Well then, please get on the rocket and hurry to the doctor's throne. Alright, what you got, Ito? I'm back. Trying to hide was useless, and the rocket would never be completed without me. By the way, if you defeat the doctor, think I'll become human once more? I don't know. Let's find out. Alright, we'll launch the rocket. Our objective is directly above us. Oh, I forgot about that dog. It's okay. Let's talk to that dog. I think we have to get one more thing from the pupper. Or I could die. I think we can get up there just by hopping on the platforms. Maybe I should do that. It's a little bit safer. Whoops. We'll keep the Nemesis on standby for now. Remember from the last session, every time we get weapon energy with the Nemesis, it levels up. And when it does that, it gets weaker. Well, maybe I can't get there from up here. Okay, let me double check the rooms here just to make sure. Okay, we were here. That's how we got out. It's been a while. Wolf, I've been hired as a courier. This is for you. Okay. I knew I was short one life capsule. And it's got the Steam achievement, collected all life capsules. Alright. You have my support. By the way, tell Curly I said hi, Wolf. Okay, that puts us at 50 base life when we're topped up, I think. Okay, we'll go heal and save. Now I can ride the rocket all the way to the top. A black wind blows through your body. All weapons drop to level 1. Oh, that's right. Okay, now we're in the last cave. Because this is the close to the last area of the game, all of our weapons got leveled down, which is why having the Nemesis is handy. But we'll have to sort of collect stray energy and I think prioritize the missile launcher since it's the highest damage weapon. And now we've got some kind of tight platforming. These aren't insta-kill spikes, but they will chip our health out. They'll also give us a decent boost of weapon energy. Yeah, that's 10 a pop. Okay. We can't get hit by too many of those. Ah. There aren't a ton of enemies in here, but it's mostly just spike hazards. Okay, level 2 missile launcher, that's good. Touch the spikes one more time, I'm dead. Let's see if these, I think infinitely spawning bats give me some health. At the very least, let me charge my weapons. Yeah, I think they just keep spawning. Alright, we can farm here. Since I don't know if we're going to get a health station before we get to the next major boss, I'll try and top up as best I can. Alright, get back here. Let's see if I can get one more health pickup to at least be able to survive brushing spikes by accident. Oh boy, maybe not run directly into the bats. So we should be able to boost directly up, get those 3 health for free, and then just make sure I don't run out of boost to get on top of that block and move to the left. Ah, not good. Now I have to farm here. But the bats keep coming, so that's good. Ooh. Nope, can't go over there. They don't offer much of the energy boosts. If I wanted to completely fill everything, we'd be here a while. Whoop. See if we can get to around 20. This isn't the end of the level. We have to get through a couple more sections. And we do have to get through a boss here. And I think we'll get a recovery station after, but not before. We'll see. It's been a while since I played through the very end of Cave Story. But like I mentioned earlier on in the playthrough, this game does ramp up pretty decently towards the end. Let's see if we can get a couple more health pickups. banking on one mistake is not necessarily the most insurance. If I die, I'm pretty sure I have to do this entire area again. Let's see if we can at least get through it with a little more life. That and potentially max missiles. Okay. I think that'll do. Nope. Alright. Okay. Might be boned. We'll see. Okay, 2 hit points left. And we gotta get past this guy. And that doesn't proc till we actually get in there. Okay, this guy has a fairly simple attack pattern. He just jumps around and chucks projectiles, but they do a decent amount of damage per hit. Okay, I am not going to bother worrying about weapon energy. I'll just take the spur or the nemesis in there. And we want to try and avoid getting hit or hitting the spikes. Okay, make our way through fairly quickly. Just be careful. Ah. 42, not bad. If we can get to the boss with 40, that should be enough insurance. I don't think that boss has a ton of health. Really more of a mini boss. Ooh, that was close. Whoops. That's not good. That's maybe 2 hits. Alright, round 2. Kind of bait out the shots a bit if we lead. Gotcha. Okay, not too bad. Medal of the Red Ogre. Very reminiscent of Mega Man 2. Okay, we've got some of the death presses here. We're not careful, those will one-shot us. Like that. I was trying to bait out the first one so I could shoot the rest. Let's go to that whole section again now. That is one area where it helps to have a weapon that can pierce blocks, which I don't think I do. Hey, Rage Star's here. Rage Star says, I think you got crushed there. Oh, definitely. Those enemies are one-shots. How's it going, Rage Star? It's been a while. We are playing through Cave Story, getting pretty close to the end of the game. Ah. A-Star says, it's going good, man. How about you? I can't really complain. It's been a busy work week. Had to kind of sprint and get everything set up for stream, but on that, I'm doing all right. I've talked a fair bit amount of Cave Story through the playthrough so far. This is one of my favorite games. I haven't played through it in a while, so we're going through it on stream. I think this is the 3rd session, maybe? It's been a good time. Ah, oh, lava's 10 damage too, okay. Nope. Oh, come on. 22 health is a little bit low going into that boss. See if we can get through it. Okay, you can also try and take the Nemesis into that fight, since there's no weapon energy to level it down. Ah, that's not good. Yeah, let's see what our overall DPS looks like with this. Pretty good damage. have to dodge the projectiles. Gotcha. Okay, be careful through this area again. See if we can... Ah, come on. It's more health pickups. Which won't really help till we get out of here, since the death press things are one-shots, but... Let me see. I don't think I have anything that can shoot through walls. Oh, definitely not the bubble gun. See if I can bait him out. Nope, just walk forward. Works too. That's the door right up there. I died right before the exit. Well, let's see. Now, bubbles don't have enough carry to get around the block. I could just wait out here. This star projectile that's orbiting around me just does passive damage to whatever it hits. I could let that just kill the presses right next to me and be safe. Just might take a minute. Their trajectory's random though. Let's see if I can kind of guide them. I think these things have like maybe 20 or 30 hit points. Alright, there we go. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, right at the end. That would have been terrible to die. Okay. So now we're up on the balcony. Still not home free. We need to find a save point, place to heal. But now we have some Berserk Mimigas. Which we can take out from a safe distance. Charge up our weapon energy. Is this the helicopter Sue arrived in on? Probably. Okay, prefab building. You can rest here. Professor Booster's memo. Do you want to read it? Further investigation of the island is feasible if a device to aid with airborne mobility is available. For this, I'll begin development of the booster rocket. Development of this aerial device will have multiple phases with 2 booster versions, 0.8 and 2.0. The plan is to make version 0.8 to be equipped and permit some form of aerial propulsion. As long as I can survive, version 2.0 will also be completed, it being even more indispensable. That is basically a regular enemy version of Igor, one of the bosses we fought near the beginning of the game. They are tanky. Okay, before we go in there, there is some stuff to be got up here. Bunch of weapon energy. That was bad. I almost maxed out my Nemesis in one shot. Okay, we could go back and farm this. I think if we go to the prefab building, the rest, this whole area just respawns. End of the road. And then it ports us back here. Let's see. It would be good to max out Fireball, but we're probably going to rely on missiles, Nemesis. We'll go ahead with this so I don't have to waste any more time farming. Whoop. Alright. Throne room. It's Misery. It's you again. You really are tenacious. To destroy the core? Is that why you're here? Before I thought you were just a reckless little robot, but I underestimated you. You should know I have no regrets about this island. It's my fate to obey the one who wears the crown. Prepare yourself. Okay, now we're fighting Misery. She fights kind of at range with a bunch of spell-based attacks. So we should be able to chip her down pretty quickly with the Nemesis. Oh, now she gets these rings around her. Gotta watch out for that. Bats can be farmed if we need the health. Okay, it might be easier just to use the spur. It's probably going to take a couple rounds of practice, is what we have essentially. Now we have a bunch of bosses in a row, starting with Misery. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to the charge shots. Be a little bit more tricky once she gets the barriers out, but I still think that's the best route for damage. Defeated misery. And we can't leave. So we've got to do this in the next several sequence of fights in one shot. King's Table. The doctor's afraid of us. That's why he put us in jail. There's no mistaking it. There's Draco. Hey, you're the traveler I met a while back in my house. You've come to save me? Well, yeah, you and everyone else. Finally, it's complete. Mimiga become enraged when we introduce the red flower as a form of medication. Its cause is rather simple. Red flower brings out latent abilities. Not only this, but it also contains a compound that destroys one's reasoning. And now I've successfully extracted and intensified it, which is this. The red crystal. And this red crystal, it works on humans as well. Aha. Amazing. Do you understand how extraordinary this is? You don't understand, do you? Well then, I'll give you a very special lecture now. Okay, now we're fighting the doctor. Okay, we need to hit him when he's got an opening. Crystal does block my shots. Oh, no. Power's out of control. Oh, yeah. Berserk Doctor time. In this form, he's a bit more aggressive. He tries to run you over. I think he's still... Yeah, there we go. Still has projectiles, now in the form of bats. If anything, I should try and farm them to see if I can get health, but it didn't look like they dropped anything. I think they're just hazards. Alright. Wah! He's actually less annoying in that form because he doesn't have as much projectiles. Defeated the Muscle Doctor with 2 hit points left. You did well. I feel a little like a celebrity. Sue? Yeah, I know her. That girl that looks like a Mimiga. Is really human, isn't she? My eyes can't be fooled. She's not here, though. Okay. You remember me? I lost my key in Bushlands. Gotcha. Yes, the doctor's a bad guy. Oh, that's Santa. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be successful this run, but we can at least see the next leg of the fight. Black space. Hold it right there. It's Misery and Sue. Stay away from the core if you care for this one's life. For a robot, you seem to have human emotions. You're different from the others who came here many years ago. To think that the new king was defeated by you. Even so, we'll make a deal. You can fall to your doom with the island, or you can forget about everything here and leave. If you leave here right now, I will guarantee her life. Otherwise... Question marks? I won't let you escape. Who's there? Here. Already forgotten your master's voice? Ah, the power of the red crystal is incredible. Even now I feel so alive. Although my body has succumbed, my consciousness is clear. Feels as if I've become a superhuman. Unbelievable. What's wrong, Misery? Is this form dreadful? Those who cheat death disappear. You can't be helped. Those foolish enough to forget their master need not free will. Misery, till the day you die, you will be my puppet. Ah. And now she's a monster. Hey, we've got to go. Huh? And now she's a furry. Haha. Won't let you leave here alive. Alright. This is the last phase of the fight. We're fighting against essentially the possessed core. Oh, there's summons too. Okay. So this is a slightly remixed version of the core fight we did before with a lot more to deal with. We've got Sue who flies around trying to punch you, and Misery who summons things and tries to hit you with spells. So really we need to get to this point with more or less max health. And that is definitely not a good start. We're just gonna avoid them. Ah. Lame. I think if I can get through Misery and the Doctor's first form without taking too much damage, the Doctor's second form is not too bad. Alright, 10 damage. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if we can get some lucky health drops from the bats. Ooh, close. Aw, that would have been a clean shot. I would have killed her. Gotcha. Okay, 32, not bad. But I really can't afford to take any damage against the Doctor. Maybe we go Nemesis. Try and get through his first form as quickly as possible. Big area of effect attack. Oh, it's easily the most dangerous thing this guy's got in Form 1. enough. Yeah, took too much damage in phase 1 of that fight. Try that again. I still can take like no hits, but maybe we can get lucky and get some health drops. So I see Red Dragon banned a bot. What's up, Red Dragon? I didn't even know you were here. Okay. Let's see if we can farm a bit. We can take Sue out. We can temporarily knock her out and do enough damage. She'll be out of commission for a little bit. Ah, you just jumped on. Well, welcome. We are going through the last several fights in Cave Story here, which are pretty decently difficult. Okay, knocked out Sue. Let's see if we can farm up some misery drops. You can also try and get shots on the core too. You can only be hit in its face. That form seems to hide relatively quickly after it takes a hit. Oh. It's gonna be close. Ah. One more direct shot with the spur would have killed it. Okay, better. So what we have here, Red Dragon, in case you didn't see the earlier phases, here at the end we've got basically like a multi-phase boss rush. We have 3 iterations of enemies to fight before we get to that core fight. That's the last one. And we don't get a chance to heal or recover, so just got to do it. Oh, I didn't do that much damage if I hit her. Stupid rings. There we go. Trying to keep my health mostly topped up. Oh. One more shot. Alright, Red Dragon has to be up early tomorrow. Thanks for popping by. Because you'll see in the archives how everything plays out at the end. But in the meantime, have a good one, and I will catch you in the next stream. We should be back on Sunday for Monster Hunter. I might have to move the stream a little bit earlier, but I don't think there'll be any reason why we can't do another session of getting destroyed by Arch-Tempered Raidou. Okay, 41 better. If we can get through this with most of that intact, I think we should be good for the final fight. Gotcha. Okay. 1, 2. .21 health. Not the best, but better than the last couple runs. Might be able to farm up a bit more from Misery Summons here. Actually get shots on the core itself. Sue's down. Don't want to be on the other end of that. Oh man. Stop doing the missiles. Ah. Should have switched to the Nemesis and just tried to spam it right at the end. Let's go Nemesis in the beginning until more of the bats start popping out. It should be higher DPS. Yeah, it's a lot faster. Just have to be a little bit more careful with my shots. Oh. Gotcha. Wow. That's perfect. Okay, we can do that against the Doctor too, since none of his phases generate weapon energy at all, in fact. Rather than trying to line up charge shots, we can just get close enough and jam on a fire button, since Nemesis has a really high rate of fire. It does have a finite range though. Got him. Okay, what's that, like 30 something health? Oh, 40? Okay, it's actually pretty effective in this form too, since he more or less doesn't move around as much. But watch out for that. Okay. Could try and get some shots on the core early on before a lot of the summons start popping up. If we can get maybe even right underneath it, since we just have to hit the part of the face that's open. We'll try it. Why isn't it open? There it goes. Up. Okay, almost there. Got it. Oof. That's a tough fight. You destroyed the undead core. Helicopter's good to go. Fuel level sufficient. We can depart anytime. Aha. Never would have thought that we'd be able to safely get back to the surface. Wonder if those kids are safe or not. An earthquake? Something's happened to the core. Oh no. The island's starting to collapse. At this rate, it's only a matter of time until this area collapses too. Anyway, we need to escape. Okay. It's time to book it. This way, you'll be squished if you don't run fast enough. Okay, so I think we have a minute here. We can save. This area is only opened up if you've done everything to get the quote-unquote true ending. If you don't, you won't be able to get in here, and this area in the bottom won't be open. So now we're going into the actual final area of the game, which is easily the most difficult. So this is going to be a challenge. 290 counters activated. Black wind blows through your body. All weapons drop to level 1. Dead. Fortunately, we start here. We don't have to do any of the boss fights over again. but we've got a series of platforming areas and we're on a timer. This is not like a timer that counts down. It's a timer to see how long it takes to get through the area. So this is like a time attack spot at the end of the game. And I believe you get a couple things depending on how low of a time you get. I'm just worried about beating it at this point. Did you know that the woman named Jenka had a younger brother? His name was Balos, and like his sister, he possessed magical powers that no man had. Oh, that's right. There's another heart container there. Okay. Okay, so Max is 55. He led and protected the people with his magical power. They loved and trusted him, even more than their own king. It's Curly. Ow. Use the tour up on Curly. Alright, so now we got Curly in tow. And this area, I think it's called the Lost Sanctuary or something. But we've got angels. Jealous of Balos, the resentful king caught and imprisoned him. His punishment was severe and cruel. Humans truly are terrible creatures. Boy, it's like 10 a pop. Every time I get clipped by falling block. Balos was driven into a state of pure, uncontrollable rage by the punishment. Weakened by the torture, he was helpless to contain the fury. The king and the kingdom were swallowed up by Balos' wild magical force. Life that he loved so dearly was turned into ruins in a single night, shrouded only by fiery hot ashes. Okay. Now Curly's up. And she's still tied on to us with the tow rope, but now she can fire back. So she gets the nemesis. Which is awesome. It does a ton of damage here. And her nemesis doesn't get leveled down. She doesn't collect weapon energy. So this means we can actually go dual nemesis die if we need to. Probably try and max out my missiles if I can. Shoot arrows. Driven insane by his punishment, Balos was confined to the floating island in the sky by his sister Jenka. That was all she could do. For Jenka, killing her own younger brother would be impossible. You can actually use Curly's nemesis to do a ton of damage all at once. I'm very low on health. And this area doesn't have checkpoints. It's basically, you have to run all the way through it in as quick a time as possible. I feel like her nemesis, no, maybe it has no range. Ah. And we don't get the lore prompts each time. I think we just get them once. I need to get to this area without getting nailed by quite so many blocks. Getting hit by the angels only does 5. Getting hit by the falling blocks does 10. We can actually take our time to get the health pickups. Once again, I'm not going for a personal best time. $16 health. Not super great. And Curly can fire in any direction that Cloak can point in. Basically allows us to kind of double up on damage if we're facing the same direction. Namely up. Up and down. We have focused fire. And if I'm using the Nemesis tune, it actually does a pretty high amount of damage. Nope. Uh-oh. When I first played through Cave Story in the original version, this took me a lot of tries. I think I got a pretty good final time too. I don't remember how much it was, but it was a long time ago. Ah. I don't think you can actually leave without her. If you try and go to the door, I believe it just pops you back in. Not that you'd want to leave her in here, but... impatient, clipped by all the angry angels. Curly cover us. We'll scoop up all the weapon energy. We're almost full up, that's good. It's also worth noting, I don't need to kill all the enemies. I just need to actually get through each of these sections. Oh. Haven't made it in here yet. I forgot that was up there. Max missiles increases by 24. Yeah, it's pretty big. Jenka's witch daughter Misery is to blame for the demon crown. She forced Balos to create it. Because of this offense, she was cursed by the crown, compelled to obey whoever possesses it. The curse can be lifted if the demon crown is destroyed. However, boss time. We've got infinitely spawning angels. We can actually farm here. Careful. But it might not make sense to do that. I'm taking more damage than I'm saving. Let's see. Just have to avoid the rolling things in the floor unseen. Into my time, but again, I'm just concerned with beating it at this point. The actual boss is the one shooting the lightning. Don't want to hit that. So far, so good. Jinx myself. Let's see if we can get health back up to around 30 something, 40. Doesn't need to be full up completely, but going into another sequence of difficult fights after this. Oh, definitely want to die. Ah. I might die. Unfortunately, we had a pretty good run this time. Ah, man, maybe I should have just gone straight for the throat and killed that thing. Work on trying to get through this faster. Faster and with less hits. Not great. Ooh. I also have to watch out for that. It's the first time I've let one of those fall on me. Bloodstained Sanctuary. I believe this track, I haven't been talking too much about the tracks this far into the game, but this one I remember in particular. I believe it's called Running Hell. Fitting. Let's clear all that out first. Don't worry about taking out things that are here. Okay, level 2. Ow. Hey. Wow, that just tanked my life in an instant. We've been pretty good up until then. Well, it might be hosed, but try and make it a little bit further and see. Oh boy. $17. Could be worse. Try and farm up some on the boss. Barely clear that. Oh, definitely didn't help. You might notice that the actual boss I'm fighting is a giant version of the death presses. A little more health. I'm gonna call that good enough. Let's move on. The demon crown will be restored anew an infinite number of times. Yeah, heavy press. So long as Balos' heart still beats. That is the supreme magical power of his eternally enraged soul. He is intrinsically imbued with his evil creation, imbued into his evil creation, the demon crown. Okay, can we go in these? No. This is the area that we saw from above the plantation. Here are all of the former masters of the doctor's statue finished. Gordor. Please kill my master. Doing so will liberate misery from eternal curse. It is the only way that a reoccurrence of the tragedy can be stopped. My master's name is Balos. He is a man who cannot die. His magic is beyond any control. Alright. Here is Balos. Welcome. I am Balos. Long, long ago I allowed my drive for magical power to grow recklessly without fear of enduring any retribution. Magic so powerful that even its own master was helpless to contain it. So furious and unstoppable was this force that its fire consumed the child who adored me and the wife who loved me. They were swallowed by its flames and suffered dearly, all because of my selfish transgression. My eyes were fixed, and I was unable to turn away from the fiery horror created with my own magic. I could only laugh then. Jenka sealed me away with my magic raging more violently with each passing minute. I've waited long for this, for the person will bring my immense magical fury to its end. Now kill me, or I will kill you. Alright. This is Balos. He tries to basically run us over. And stomp us with ground projectiles. Phase 1. Phase 2. Okay, this is the spot where we want to use a life pot. We only get one heal to full. Ideally, we want to use it on his final form, which this is not. Let's keep going. Can't jump on his face, but I think we take damage over time if we do that. Gotta aim slightly above the eye, looks like. Yeah, slightly above the eye. Alright, so that's Balos. That is 3 phases. The first one where he tries to run us over, a large ball form, and then one more after that. We'll have to do all of that on 1 life without dying. I think if we got to heavy press with more health, I wouldn't have spent any time farming and just kind of blow through it. Hits. Alright. This runs toast. I think of all the games I've played, the end of Cave's story in the Sanctuary is one of the most difficult sequences in any game I've played. Primarily because there's really no checkpoints. You have to do it all in one shot and fight. Whoops. 4 bosses essentially in a row. No healing. While getting through really tricky platforming and difficult sections. And there's a lot of insta-kill spots that just end your attempt. But we'll see how far we can get. Okay, 25, not terrible. Right. Ah. Okay, 27 health. We need to get through this final section before heavy press. Out losing 60% of my health. Oh man. Maybe it would have been better to go up and just shoot them directly. course. I know back in the day when Cave Story was just like a free PC version, there were some people who got really good at this game. I remember seeing like Japanese players and other players that were doing like no-hit runs through Sanctuary, getting like a minute. I think the best time is probably in like the 3-minute range. Hard to tell. Like if you're just blazing through, you can do this area pretty quickly. But it's difficult. You have to be incredibly precise with every section, and then be able to blaze through all the spots where you have to take out enemies and do things like break the gates really quickly. And then kill the bosses. I don't know if it's possible to do it in less than like 5 minutes. I'd have to look up like speedrun videos of the personal best through Sanctuary. Alright, 44. 39. That's pretty good for an attempt so far. Ooh, oh, almost ended myself. Wanted to go up. That could have been bad. Going in the section with 50 something health would have been good. Still not bad. Grab a couple more health here. $46. Did it again. I'm not getting my upward boosts accurately. Just right into a wall or spikes. Okay, not bad. Should get us into the 40s. Still gotta get through 2 more sections. Oh boy. Six. That's not bad. Might be able to farm up a bit on the press, but I think I'm going to try and go for just killing it as quickly as possible. How that happens. Oh, yeah, I can't touch it either. Oh, never mind. Just gonna need to farm a little. If we line our shots up with Curly, this thing dies relatively quickly. It's going to be dead center. Ah. Oh, whoops. I was not paying attention to the laser. That cost me half of all of health I farmed up. Now back in the red. Oh. He's not running into him. So much to keep track of. It's hard to see. 7 minutes. I think we did like 12 when I was doing it the first time. Yeah, I don't know. I should have probably just killed the boss and moved on. Nah, I think we're hosed this run. Man, my eyes are getting dry. I'm staring at this without blinking. All the good news is if I can't get this done on the stream, at least we're saved right here. Though I don't really want to devote a stream to just this level. It easily could be 3 hours of just this level. But we'll keep working out for a little bit longer. Uh-oh. Nope. 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 Why is it not boosting to the side? There we go. Oh, that was close. Okay, yeah. That's what happens if we try and leave. Gotta take Curly with us. Which is good. Because we need the firepower. Whew, that was a little close. Okay, not bad. Okay, pull up. First time so far, I think. Worse. Bad. Okay, topped up. Just gotta be careful. Ooh, close. Okay, 45. That's our best attempt so far in getting to this point. I think rather than try and farm and max out my health, I'm just going to try and kill the boss as quickly as possible. So we're going dual nemesis. Aw. Safe. See if we can get some of the health back. Oh, come on. Oh, that's close. Alright, done. Also worth mentioning, probably seems obvious, but if you're under that thing when it falls down, you're dead. Learned that the hard way the first couple times. Okay. 37 health. If we can get through Bolas's first form, taking minimal damage, then that's good. We could save as much health as possible for his second form, which I think is the most difficult just because it's got a really specific hit window. Okay, there's no way to skip through this faster. We're at 5 minutes. Ooh, that's close. I should have. Wasn't paying attention to my health. That run wasn't going that bad. I could have healed. I was paying attention to where the hitbox to actually do damage on the second form was. That run actually didn't go too badly. Oh. Okay, good. Almost made it through with about half. 40? Okay. If we recover some more health in the next section, I'd be on track to be decent shape here. I bet a speedrun strat for this area is to use like one of the projectiles to damage boost through that bottom part and bypass this whole gate on the top. But I'm not good enough to do anything like that. It's not bad. Okay, 31. Not bad. Let's try and get to the fight. Let's get zapped. Bad. A bad hit to take. See if we can get some of that back. Oh man, overshot that just a little bit. That was gonna be enough. 37, not bad. I keep a closer eye on my health. So if we get to Balos' second form, good pot. A life pot. Oh man. 17, okay. Wow, that was close. Should I pop it now? Okay, definitely now. Stand on his head. Yeah, I can. Okay, that's what I wanted to test before, but I didn't have a chance. Technically, we can farm up the bats here. We just stay up top and don't let them push us into their path. I didn't think to do the first time, but as long as we're not touching the boss. Well, maybe he doesn't do any damage at all. I think I'm getting hit by the bats. But it does kind of push us off if we're not careful. Huh. I don't think this is the most sustainable strategy. I think I'm taking more damage than I'm healing. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I think technically, the reason why I'm not using my missiles on the second phase is because I believe in the third phase you can get right in his face and just unload all the missiles at once. Technically I could do that on the second phase, but maybe I'll try it next time. Because I think the third phase has less to manage. The bats aren't there. A tough fight. I know it would negate a lot of the challenge of this final area, but there was just one checkpoint before Balos. So you could practice that fight. It's so much easier. There. Wow. That run wasn't going super great anyway. Oh boy. Five hit points. It's pretty bad. We got some of it back. And health. That's not looking good. Oh, we're back up to 20. So we can make it to the next couple areas without dying. We might be able to farm up some on press. Not if we do something stupid like that, though. Or just run right in the spikes. Lucky. Okay, that went pretty decently well compared to the last time. Okay, 46, doing better. Almost full up. Oh, whoops. Too close. 43, I'm still doing alright health-wise. Oh, that's one thing I didn't think to do. If we get close enough, I think we can use the Whimsical Star to kill these things from the other side. It takes more time, but it does eliminate a little bit of the threat. Yeah, alright, that's good enough. Okay, 43, not bad. Almost level 3, that'd be nice. If we get level 3 missiles, that would make Dabalos fight a lot easier. But I would take level 2. Okay, actually we're full up now, that's pretty good. Okay, 42, not bad. I think we can just go for the boss fight coming up. If we get some health back, that's good, but not really necessary. Oh, come on. Got it. 33, yeah, not bad. Ah. Thought they instantly die. When the boss does, apparently not. $610 overall. It's not bad. For lightning. All right. I'm gonna try and jump up in the eye and unload my missiles. Yeah, it's decently effective. If we had level 3s, it would probably tank his health in an instant. Have to aim carefully instead. I guess I'll pop this since we can't take another hit. Okay, phase 3. Oh, there's 4 phases. Never mind. Forgot about this one. Technically, it's kind of consolidated into one phase, I think. I don't think this one's quite as annoying as the bouncing one. So you have to watch out for all the projectiles and the dodge between the spokes and the eyes. Okay, this is the final phase now. Let me see if I can remember exactly how to do this. Woo! Got him. With like a hit to spare. If we had level 3 missiles, that would have been over instantly. But whoo boy. Alright. 925, huh? It stopped. The island has stopped falling. Was the negative power weakened with his defeat? I don't really get it, but whatever, maybe our work here is finally over. Can't breathe. What? Hot. Hot. It's so painful. Boy. The wall. Help. Can't breathe. So hot. We're both going to be crushed in here. Hey. Hey, it's Balrog. There you are, just like Misery said. You came here to save us. Hold on tight. Here we go. Wow. Head first. How was your head? A little beat up. Close. Such a narrow escape. I thought it was scrap metal this time. Looks like we owe you yet another one. There's no need for that. I did what Misery asked. Misery? Isn't that witch? Yep. Doesn't she hate us? Wait, don't you hate us? You two defeated Balos. Our curse was lifted thanks to you. Misery and I no longer have to listen to orders from anyone. I thought you were a bad guy, but it was just because of the demon crown. We asked for it. You have to remember, it was Misery who had Balos make the crown. Eh? Really? I didn't know that. Yep. And now, what are you gonna do now? I can take you anywhere. Well, since you asked, our mission's complete, so I want to live somewhere calm with a nice view. Pardon me, but, yes? Can I go with? Sure, all three of us, we can live together for sure. Really? You can even pick the spot where we all live. But take us someplace nice. Gotcha. Alright, hang on tight. Okay. So now we get the actual credit crawl with a bunch of really cool rendered pixel art from the different spots in the game. And it calls out all of the different cast members by zones where you run into them. I wonder if Pixel, I think Pixel did all these updated pieces of art, which I can't remember if they were in the original. I think it was just the crawl in the original, I don't remember. And we get the enemy credit crawl now. With some post-credit scenes. Here's the bosses in order too. Hey, original game program and design, Daisuke Amaya, Pixel. The man himself. Well, that's a cool shot of Misery. Okay, so that is the end of the credit crawl. Now let's see. I don't think it asked me to save. No, I don't have a prompt to save. But let's see if it marks my save data. It doesn't. Okay. There is another mode. I think you play as Curly, but I don't have it unlocked yet. And some challenges. I'll let you run through a bunch of different extra game modes, which are kind of cool. Time attack just on the Sanctuary itself. Boss rush. Wind Fortress and Nemesis challenge. I don't think I've done before. But there's additional content to unlock, which is kind of cool. But overall, that is the true ending for Cave Story. Again, one of my favorite games. It's a fun ride, and it is extremely difficult at the end for the true ending. Oh, we got through it, and I was a little concerned that I might have to do the end offline and record it, or do it in another stream. But we can get ready to wrap up. Let me go see who's online that we can raid. Oh, let's see. Oh, Yatra's online. I haven't seen her online in a while. Drawing and art. Okay, we can go head over there. Make sure the raid's gonna work. So let me go ahead and queue that up. We'll go ahead and go. We'll mute game audio and go to outro. And we will call that a stream. Definitely challenging for folks who might be watching this in the archives. Hopefully watching my numerous failed attempts to get all the way through the end are entertaining. But we will be back this weekend on Sunday for Monster Hunter Wilds. I just don't know when exactly. I think I'm going to have to move it earlier than currently on the schedule. So I'll post something in the Discord and on Twitter when I figure that out. So in the meantime, thanks to everyone who popped by and hung out. Now we can go ahead and see how the art's going on Yatra stream. Catch you folks in the next one.